Welcome to Lessons in Overthinking and Obsessing. Today we are doing an experiential episode, which means you're not just listening to information, you're actually going to notice your own thinking as it happens. This episode is a follow-up from the previous one where I talked about different styles of overthinking and helping you to become aware of the styles of overthinking that you fall into rather than analysing every single individual thought. If you haven't listened to that yet, I definitely recommend going back and doing so before or after this, especially if you identify as an overthinker and you're really wanting to start getting more space in your mind, space from your thoughts, and getting out of your head. In this episode, we're going to take that a step further, but we're not trying to change thinking, stop thinking, or fix anything in this moment. We're going to notice how thinking shows up in real time, especially when it starts to spiral into different styles of overthinking. This is an experiment. You can stop anytime you want if it feels uncomfortable or you really feel like it's not working for you. If it does work for you, if it gives you any sense of an aha moment or calm or understanding, leave a number 1 in the comments if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube. Noticing your own styles of overthinking. Think of a recent situation that triggered overthinking for you. It doesn't have to be a big event. Maybe you sent a text and didn't get a reply. Maybe someone seemed distant. Maybe a colleague responded differently than usual. Maybe someone left without saying goodbye. Perhaps you made a mistake, had an awkward conversation, or noticed a change in how someone was behaving. Or perhaps there's another situation that comes to mind. Take a moment and bring that situation into awareness. Not every detail, but just enough to reconnect with it and pause. And now, as you think about that situation, notice what your mind feels pulled to do. Notice where it goes, what happens. You might notice worry, thoughts about what could happen in the future, what something means, and what could go wrong. You might notice rumination, replaying conversations, reviewing events, going back over things that may or may not have happened to contribute to this. You might notice threat monitoring, scanning for signs that something is wrong, looking for clues, evidence, or certainty. You might notice self-focused attention, becoming very aware of yourself, your feelings, your reactions, and how you're coming across. You might notice self-criticism, judging yourself, blaming yourself, evaluating how you've handled things, and in some way you're not good enough. There's no right answer here. Just notice what your mind naturally does when you're triggered into overthinking. And I invite you to stay with that situation for a little longer, noticing what happens after the first thought appears. For many people, one style of overthinking leads into another. A worried thought appears, then the mind starts analysing, it starts replaying, it starts checking, it starts judging. The content may change, but the thinking keeps moving. Often, whichever style you're falling into, you might notice you need certainty. You want to work something out, find an answer. Try to understand, why am I thinking about this? Try to make the feeling go away. Notice how easily it is for the mind to move from one style of thinking to another. How worry can lead to rumination, and rumination can lead to self-criticism. But with curiosity, whichever overthinking style you're falling into, you may take a moment to say it's okay. All of this can happen even when nothing new is actually happening in the situation itself. The event may be over, the unanswered text may still be unanswered, the conversation may already be finished, yet the overthinking continues. Whatever you're experiencing, let yourself know that it's okay. You might notice the part of you that wants answers. You might notice the part of you that is leaning into rumination or threat monitoring or self-criticism, and just acknowledging that part, saying hello. Not trying to solve anything, not trying to fix anything or figure anything out. We're simply just noticing. Thoughts appearing, thoughts moving, overthinking styles coming and going on their own. Allowing the thoughts and the overthinking styles to be present without needing to judge or follow them. And just simply taking a moment to acknowledge, when I'm triggered, this is the overthinking style I tend to move into, and that's okay. I can take this information forward with me and find a way to free myself. But this information is powerful. The knowledge is powerful. I don't need to follow every thought. I can zoom out. I can notice the style that I'm falling into. I can name it, and that is powerful. Place a hand on your heart area, a hand on your tummy. Take a deep breath. Offer yourself love and understanding, because overthinkers overthink for a reason. It's a form of protection. Whether it's worry, rumination, threat monitoring, intrusive thoughts, self-criticism, allow yourself to be, accept yourself. And when you're ready, bring your attention back to the room around you. And if you haven't already, make sure to listen to the previous episode where I introduced this idea of becoming more aware of your styles of thinking that we've discussed today. It will make this exercise much easier to recognize in your own experience. Leave a number 1 in any comments or in my DMs, Carly_Ann_therapy. Let me know if this has helped you.